Lucid Motors' sleek Tesla killer redefines electric luxury. Yes, you heard it right. A company is developing a luxury electric vehicle that aims to rival Tesla's dominance in the market. And in this video, we will showcase all the insider details for this amazing vehicle. So, if you don't want to miss any of these incredible specs and details, keep watching the video. The developers of Lucid. The company is now led by CEO and CTO Peter Rawlinson, a former vice president of engineering at Tesla and vice president of design Derek Jenkins, who previously served as the head of design at Mazda North America operations. Despite its under-the-radar existence, Lucid Motors has a strong team and a solid plan for producing high-performance luxury EVs. Under the name of Atieva, initially, the company focused on building electric vehicle batteries and powertrains for other manufacturers. However, in 2016, Atieva was rebranded as Lucid Motors and announced its plan to produce luxury EVs. Lucid Motors invests billions to build manufacturing plant for Lucid Air. As part of this plan, Lucid Motors invested $700 million to construct a manufacturing plant in Arizona, which is projected to produce up to 130,000 cars per year by the mid-2020s. In 2018, Lucid Motors received more than $1 billion in funding from the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, which helped the company complete the final testing phase of its flagship model, the Lucid Air, as well as develop a global retail strategy and begin initial construction of the manufacturing plant. The Lucid Air. Lucid Motors has set a strong precedent for its long-term viability in the growing market with its flagship model, the Lucid Air, set to be delivered in the second half of 2021. With a starting price of less than $80,000, the car is well positioned to attract new customers to the world of EVs, while the flagship model will be priced at $169,000. Peter Rawlinson, CEO and CTO of Lucid Motors, explained that the company's goal is to make the electric car better, which will help move the entire industry towards sustainable mobility. The Lucid Air is a halo car for the entire industry that shows the advancements that are possible by pushing the boundaries of EV technology and performance to new levels. The concept. The car's proprietary technology is centered on the Lucid Space concept, which maximizes cabin space and handling capability. This is made possible by the company's in-house developed EV drivetrain, which is more compact than ever. This concept allows for more freedom in design proportions, so the Lucid Air drives and looks like no other car on the market. Overall, Lucid Motors' relentless approach to developing the world's most advanced electric vehicle will benefit all of mankind with sustainable zero-emission transportation. Technical specifications of Lucid Dream. The Lucid Air Dream Edition, which is a flagship model of Lucid Motors, is set to be a game-changer in the luxury EV market. It will feature a dual-motor system that drives all four wheels, providing 1,080 horsepower or 805 kilowatts and allowing it to reach 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.5 seconds thanks to its instantaneous torque. However, the car's most impressive feature is its estimated range of 832 kilometers on a single charge, making it one of the most practical EVs on the market. Revolutionizing EV charging and performance. Thanks to its DC fast recharge network, the Lucid Air is on track to become the electric vehicle with the quickest recharge time on the market. The Lucid Air is capable of being charged in a record amount of time thanks to its rapid charge rate of 32 kilometers per minute. Even at charge stations accessible to the general public, owners of the vehicle can anticipate receiving a range of 483 kilometers after only 20 minutes of charging. Overall, the Lucid Air Dream Edition is going to make a significant impact on the premium electric vehicle market thanks to its remarkable performance and versatile design. A look inside the Lucid Air's cutting-edge interior design. Due to its cutting-edge design, the Lucid Air provides its passengers an unrivaled degree of comfort, style, and privacy. Next-generation freeform screens are artfully incorporated into the vehicle's interior design, providing a clean, intuitive interface for controlling the car's various systems. A 34-inch curved glass cockpit 5K monitor is presented to the driver, giving the impression that it floats above the dashboard and adding to the car's airy, open feel. A central retractable pilot panel controls the vehicle's features and components. The Lucid Air state-of-the-art driver aid system Dream Drive places a premium on passenger protection with its 32 sensors that extend across the visual, radar, and ultrasonic spectrums. Alexa, Amazon's digital assistant, can be used in the car to play music, manage smart home devices, and even help you buy. Lucid Air Dream Edition. Stylish colors, unique design, and availability. Stellar White, Infinite Black, and a special Dream Edition only Eureka Gold are the initial color options for the Lucid Air. A Santa Monica themed interior trim kit, complete with Napa grain bridge of wear leather and silvered eucalyptus wood accents, will be included with each exterior paint option. Special badging and a one-of-a-kind design for the Dream Edition's 21-inch Aero Dream wheels set it apart. In 2022, you can purchase a Lucid Air for a beginning price of $77,400. Reservations for the car can now be made in the US, Canada, Europe, and the MENA region. And that completes our video for today. We hope you enjoyed learning the incredible updates about Lucid Air. Which of them are you most excited about? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Tech Bros for more content such as this.